Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I am presenting you with the Teeny Tinies Teeny Watch Party. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here on the top, we've got a peg hook, peggy peg hole thingy. Teeny Tinies, Teeny Watch Party, 20 pieces with a finger pointing. Teeny Tinies, adult supervision required, ages 6 and up, 20 pieces. And there we have a nice big window showcasing all of everything that's in the box here. It's one set. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole if they don't belong there. Teeny Watch Party, and then RMS. And then on the bottom, Teeny Tinies, made in China print, some small fine legalese print, a barcode, who it's distributed by. Teeny Tinies, and there's a selection of what's in the box. And on the other side, Teeny Tinies, and another selection of what's in the box. And Teeny Tinies, Teeny Watch Party, adult supervision required, ages 6 and up. 20 pieces. Includes 20 teeny pieces. And let's go through what's in there. There's 2 cans. One's an energy soda and one is ginger ale. Buffalo chicken dip. Fruit platter. 2 hot dogs. Pretzel veggie dip. Pretzel bites. Nachos. Veggie platter. A cup of soda. Bag of chips. Chicken wings. A bag of ice. A plate of cookies. An ice block that goes into the cooler, a pot of chili, and a helmet. Chip bowl. Full of chips, it looks like. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers for some of the smaller parts. And first up, we have the pretzel. And I'll have to say that does look like a really big pretzel for, being in scale. And I'm not sure exactly what scale this is. Some of it seems a little big, some of it seems a little small compared to each other. So, but it'll work for approximate stuff of what I wanted to do there. You can flip it over like that and it's a dog turd twisted up. So anyway, there is that. It also comes with 2 hot dogs that are, already got ketchup and mustard on this one. And I have to say, it looks like they used like an inkjet or some kind of paint spray on this. So, not the cleanest of decos. It's gotten outside the lines, so to speak, but for a background prop, there I go bumping the camera, not bad. You're not going to be taking close-up shots of it. And then here's one that's just ketchup, not as much deco on this one, so there's not a lot of paint slop or deco slop, whatever you want to call it there. But also the hot dog's kind of discolored on this end. Next up, we have a bag of chips, right? Yes, bag of chips, and it's just a plastic piece with a sticker on it, and mine's kind of coming off a little bit. And this is a bit soft, a soft bit of plastic, but again, most of the time you'll only be using this as background stuff. And you can see chips going in dip. Sour cream and onion. So, not bad. This is the buffalo chicken dip with just you know, it's just a rectangular plastic piece with a sticker on top of it. And, you know, I mean, it looks okay. It could be something other than buffalo chicken dip, I suppose, if you wanted it to be. Next up, we have this, which is the nachos. I thought that's what it was. So, you know, it looks nacho-y, and it does have some textural detail on here, but a lot of what you're seeing is some paint detail. So just like the hot dog, you know, it's got some paint detail or inkjet, something like that. And this one is all a solid plastic piece. Next up, we have one of the cans of drink, which is ginger ale. Ginger flavored soda. And there I go dropping it. Which this is one of those pieces that's a little bit big to use, you know, in a hand or something. Maybe that X-Men 97 Jubilee could hold this. That would be cool. And then the other can of drink that we have is energy soda. And it looks like, you know, energy soda stuff. It's got a barcode on it. And it's just, you know, a plastic cylinder molded like a can in the top, just like the other one. And then it's got a label stuck around it. So, you know, and again, it might be a little big for 1/12 scale stuff in hand, but, you know, in background stuff, maybe not so much. The cup's pretty much the same. It's plastic molded as a cup with a label sticker around it. Mine's a little loose. The label says soda. So, and I think Jubilee's cup holding hand could probably hold this, the X-Men 97 Jubilee. Next up, the veggie dip. And again, it looks to have some, I don't know if it has textural detail on it or if it's all just deco. But again, it looks like a paint spray or inkjet. I don't really know which one they would have used. It could be either one. This one is the... What is this one? Is it the veggie platter? Yes, it's the veggie platter. It's got some crackers. It's got tomatoes. It's got celery, carrots, and cheese, it looks like. That's some awful rectangular carrots. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's breadsticks of some kind, or pieces of bread. And then it's got some ranch dip right there in the middle. And again, it's got some nice deco on it. And it's a softer piece of plastic. So, that's pretty cool. Next, we have a bag of ice. It's 20 pounds of ice. Doesn't feel like 20 pounds. And then it's got a little hook right there. And I don't know if that's supposed to be a hook or if it's supposed to be the twist tie or whatever. But you can see, like, there's the where the bag's all kind of folded up on itself. And this, you know, all of this on the front of it is like a sprayed on deco or maybe even a tampo in some places. So there's that. Next up we have this one, which is pretzel bites. So that's kind of cool. And then again, it's got like that sprayed or printed on deco on it. And it's a softer plastic. So some of this stuff may warp if you don't store it flat. Here is the chicken wings and some celery and some probably blue cheese dip there in the middle, or maybe ranch dip. And it's got some deco on here, but it may not, you know, it doesn't hit every spot. So maybe you got some ranch on the chicken already. And again, it's a soft, bendy plastic. This is a platter of What is it? Cookies. It's a plate of cookies. So number 1, it's football. And yeah, I guess that's what it's celebrating. It's football. And again, it's got that same type of deco the rest of it has on it. It's very clear looking on this though. And again, it's that soft plastic. And finally, we have the fruit platter. And I can't tell you what all's on here. Strawberries, blueberries, and I don't know what the rest of it is. Maybe some bananas over here. I don't know. But anyway, it has that same type of sprayed on deco. And again, they didn't get it all on the side here. But again, the price point we're talking about for this stuff, it's never going to be perfect. Next up, we have a pot of chili. And that is some colorful chili. And again, it looks like that's all. There's molded detail here in the top of the pot that you can feel. And then also, you know, it's got that same like sprayed on, printed on whatever deco method they're using to do this stuff. So that, and I could see them reusing this as a pot of soup or a pot of anything really. So next up, we have the football helmet chip bowl. And you know, it looks okay. It's got, again, it's got a lot of deco on it. It's not all great, but it's there. Again, you know, this is a background piece, really. There's some chips there in the top. They have some deco on them as well. And it is hollow on the inside, so you probably could stick this on a Deadpool or something. I don't know. So next up, we have the ice that goes in the cooler, the block of ice. And, you know, it has some nice molded detail here in the top. It looks like ice. And it's got 2 places in there for the cans of drink to go. And then the rest of it, no details really, it's just smooth. And then that's what it looks like from the underside. And then finally we have the cooler, which, you know, pretty much kind of looks like a cooler. And the handle moves. The lid will close. It's not super stuck when it's closed. It's got these, yeah, you know, bendy plastic things on the back. You can already see a little bit of stress marks on it. So just like a real cooler, the lid might not stay on it forever. And, you know, some wheels on this would have been cool, but, you know, it's cool for what it is. And as far as, you know, the ice goes in there. And then the drinks go in there. And if you've got some of those Temu adult beverage cans, this is basically the same thing as this, just different colors and different labels on them. I would imagine that would fit down in there too. Or I even have some loose ice pieces that I got off of Temu. And the handle, you know, it's not a super huge cooler, but hey, not bad. But there you have it, my friends. That's a look at all 20 accessories from this pack. For final ramblings on the Teeny Tinies Teeny Watch Party 20-piece accessory set, I have to say, first of all, I think it's misnamed. It should be the tailgate party, the Teeny tailgate party, instead of watch party, because that's kind of the feeling I get from it more. Although there's some home things as well, like the veggie trays and the pretzel bites and cookies and stuff. But that can all be tailgate food too. I really like the cooler in this set. It's got that nice block of ice that the drinks fit down into, even though they're a bit oversized for what I would use them for. And throughout this line, scale is an issue, not just the line itself, but within each pack. I've noticed as I review, some things are scaled one size, some things are for bigger stuff. But for me, I like this set. I think for the most part, it's scaled appropriately for what I want to use it for. The drink cans being the exception, but again, those are going to be background pieces for the most part, in a diorama somewhere, or in use for some photography or something. But you know, it's not going to be foreground stuff. It's all going to be background stuff. So it's not going to be completely noticeable. I mean, if you're paying attention to, oh, I recognize that's a Teeny Tinies thing, and it's the wrong size. But anyway, so I like that. I like the bag of ice. And most of the other stuff in here, again, is to scale with 1/12 stuff. And, you know, that's the way I'm going to use it. You can use your stuff any way that you like. You know, my opinions are my opinions, and your mileage may vary. But I think you're getting, with this set, $5 from Five Below is a pretty good price for what you're getting here. And, you know, you're getting $5 of deco, but it's more deco, even covering previous sets on this. You know, each set, you're getting more deco than what I would expect. And it's better deco for the most part. Now, there's some deco slop. You can call it paint slop or deco slop or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, it's there. There's places that get missed. But in a $5 set, you know, it's some of the deco that we're getting on it is more than what I expect. And it's nice to be surprised every once in a while by something. So, but, you know, for me, what I'm going to use this for, it's going to be a good set. This is a good one to mix and match with the backyard barbecue set, I think. And, you know, it all kind of works together for the most part. Like, some stuff don't fit, some stuff will fit, but you know, it is what you make out of it, I suppose. And, you know, again, for $5, a few little background pieces, you know, it's like hitting the jackpot at Temu. And, you know, that's basically what this stuff is. And you can find all this stuff individual on Temu, but it'll probably end up being more than $5. Just my opinion. Again, your mileage may vary, but I think this is a pretty good set, and I think most of the stuff here is in scale with what I want to use it for. So 1/12 scale, you know, it's pretty compatible with that stuff. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.